My full name is Catarino Bonilla, and I was born in Lockhart, Texas. My first memory, my God, now we're coming into age. I was going to what they call high school, which is not, it was grade school. Other kids that were like me, I was going to a Mexican school. By that I meant they kind of forced us to speak English. And we were afraid to speak English because we got reprimanded for it, because we didn't know it. It's in the wintertime, our heating was a big round fireplace, and we go in there and warm up. That the people who cut logs out of on the rivers would use a long pole. Once they cut it, they throw it in the river, and other people push it into the mill with those long. They walk them into the mill. So that was part of it. I didn't do none of that work, but they were fascinated how they walk on them. If a log stopped, everybody's going to go to the water. I went. There was nothing to do in Lockhart. Couldn't learn much. You couldn't advance in school grade. So there was I wrote to, I forget his name now, in California, Los Angeles. I wrote to him. And I said, how can we do what you're doing with these young people? I didn't call them young, with this voice. He says, well, all you have to do is be serious and gather a bunch of guys who might want to do some boxing. I said, oh, yeah, we ain't got nothing else to do. And I'll send this stuff to Mr. So-and-so in Lockhart, and he'll distribute them to you, and find you a place big enough to set up a ring and a boxing. Did something. We did. And the guys grew wild about it, because they didn't have anything else to do. They come in about this time. It was a beer joint, but the upper floor was empty, and that's where we had the ring and everything. And I forget what we call it.
Fight Club?
Huh?
Did you call it Fight Club?
We just kept trying, and that's what I was getting in. No horse. And that's part of the same group. This is no good, man. I said, no. Why don't we get together? And you know that little place up there out of town? Yeah. Make that a place for us. We've drank beer there before, he says. And the men serve beer if we drink it under the trees. See? Not in his. I said, well, what's wrong with that? We don't need to drink it either. We can play it. He said, yeah. Well, we started doing that a few weeks. And I told them, I said, you know what, brothers? Well, I didn't call them brothers because we didn't treat each other as brothers anyway. You know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go enlist in the Army. And he said, no, man, you're going to break the whole group here. I said, it's going nowhere for me. And I hitched right to Austin, Texas, 30 miles away. And some of the guys says, well, heck, if you're going, we're going too. Where you working at, man? 2052. Club 2052. And I got tired of 2052. Because the girls used to come by where we were. That's how I met my wife. She's coming Rio. Tootsie Lake. And she didn't have that many boys following her every day. So I started talking to her. How you getting along by yourself? It's not easy. And then I used to borrow my brother's Model E. I wait for little ways from my house. Because her mother was a sergeant, man. She didn't like me for nothing. And it's a rugged, doggone place where they live. And I got me a place next to my brother's house in a rugged place. And of course, I didn't do anything, so I dressed up every day, not with tie and all that. Put on some nice clothes and a nice sports coat. Go on. I eat uptown and wait on my wife until she got out of school. She had to be about, at least, if I was, we never kept time, but she had to be at least 15.
How old were you?
And then,
Yes.
when I got out of the Army, like I said, I'd like to go in. I called myself 14. But guess what? I got tired of this life also. I joined the Navy. And when I come back from the Navy, part of the Navy, the guy said, "Hey man, somebody's moving in your girl." How you know? Well, she goes swimming pool, and this guy go to the swimming pool too. Oh, who is this guy? Was the worst one. May God have him in peace. I told him, Tibo. I call him Tiburon. Tibo. Yeah. What's it? You ain't got a girl to go to? Why? They've been telling me what stunts you've been pulling. Oh, no, man. I just go to the swimming pool. I guess you better stick to that, because I'm home. I said, I thought you were in the Navy. I was. And I quit the Navy. Can you beat that? Somewhere in my papers, I asked for my discharge from the Navy. I didn't need it. What I needed it for? I let it go. And they told me they couldn't find it. And I forget how many years later, they sent it to me with certificate burned on the ends, so I could tell them that my thing. Mama's got it here somewhere. You seen it?
I think I have.
Burned on the ends. I don't know where it's at. But that was the end of my Navy career. Well, the reason why I came to Fort Worth because I couldn't find a job. Hey? And I told Mama, we already had one baby. And I didn't want my baby to be left without any food or house or anything. And I put on my green jeans and heavy jacket. It's colder than this is best days here. And my wife said, "What, don't leave, man?" I said, "No. I'm not gonna be here for my mommy to pay rent and all of that. Because we were living next to the river Colorado, and one Sunday morning, I saw a rattlesnake crawling through the pipes they put for the bathroom. I thought my wife, see that big thick snake? She killed herself against the walls and all of that.